gotta get going because listen, 4 teams are going on to tomorrow and 4 teams are going home. Gen.G, they made a big trade. MIBR, yeah, and Raiseful. Only one team can move on. Let's go to upper semis.
Wavepunk, mate, your job is in jeopardy. Teammates absolutely sent it here for Game 1, brought to you by Progressive. I am joined by the illustrious CJ, and welcome to Worlds 2025.
Here live in Leon, playing in stage day 1, ladies and gents. This is what we've been waiting for. Absolutely pumped. Not a kickoff goal off the bat, and what a first series Stumpy. We have the Bear taking on the ball. It is a dream come true for me.
I mean, just seeing, I think both of these teams, they've had incredible journeys to get here. Welcome as well, MIBR, made in Brazil, to Rocket League. Congratulations, you have picked up an incredible team. Hopefully they're going to do you proud here at Worlds.
I mean, we just love the LCQ as well. What an implementation this season. 4 new teams, a play-in format. We've got 8 here in the play-ins, trying to send 4 through. And it's a world champion, Justin, striking first here.
You love to see Justin back on LAN, and when it comes to Worlds, he has done everything. We saw in the graphic before the series started. Best LAN result first, best Worlds result also first. He is going to be a titan to take down, and the play-ins, I think, CJ, he may well think, you know what a good warm-up for the main event.
Yeah, guys, certainly used to the biggest stage in Rocket League. Great start, 30 seconds in for Gen.G. They're on attack again, low 50 from Justin. You can see Cheese just sweeping across, and right now, MIBR on the back foot. A bit of a dark horse. We don't know too much about them. Obviously, we know Raiseful. Saw it there. Best LAN result was a top 4, but coming through the LCQ from South America. We're just not sure quite the level that they're at. That's why it's a tough one to predict right here.
Yeah, both these teams throughout the season have had slightly different journeys. But when you look at the last time they came to LAN, MIBR, it was a little bit longer ago. Raiseful was, of course, in Birmingham with Complexity, 12th to 14th. Brad was last at the last World Championship, didn't make any majors this season. That was with Complexity 2. And for Drops, it has been all the way since he played for Crew at 22-23 Worlds, and none of them managed to make it out of their Swiss stage. They could not make it past the 9th to 12th spot.
We speak about, I guess, the unknowns of MIBR. On the other side of things, Stumpy, you got Gen.G, a team that really isn't in the best of form. You look back at the Esports World Cup, they got swept in their last 2 series there. They lost to Dignitas, lost to Team Secret as well, 0-3 in both of those matches. So right now, not in the greatest of form, but with a few weeks to prepare, a boot camp as well, to see if they'll find their magic.
I mean, you say that, obviously they're not in that best form, but I mean, the fact that then they got to this point and their position throughout the season in the second half was so much better when they made that change.
Yeah, they pick up Justin, and they were the number 3 seed out of the rally split. Obviously, the world champs, you're including total season points, which it does put them as the 4th team in North America, the number 4 seed. But that final split, as you said, they picked up Justin, the straight swap with Shopify, Rebellion, 4 Reddles. Seems to it's worked so far for them.
Worked for both teams. Rebellion, of course, are your babies. They managed to make it through here.
LCQ for those guys. They'll start their run later on. That's a nice bump. No, Brad dodges it well. See MIBR settling to that early goal from Justin still. There's the flick. Raceball gets bumped. Still gets something on it. Drops flicks it across, but they're really struggling to keep this ball out of their defensive half.
And Gen.G, they're coming from a region where you're going to need to make sure that you are staying as aggressive as you can, because certain teams, they will just sit back a little bit more, and you need to have that firepower to work your way through them. And Gen.G have got that firepower in spades. MIBR, however, they come from a much faster region generally. South America, speeding around the pitch, a lot more boost heavy, a lot more boost focused. Drops in that back corner, can receive with 100. Up for a reset, has to beat 2, but can't beat 1.
Yeah, great challenge from Cheese. This is that man on the ball right here. Raiseful has the most experience on MIBR. Need to see that leadership here on the biggest of stages. Right now, Justin walks it across. He's got no boost, though. Can't get the chow. His drops again. Gonna take it up top. Let's get over top of Bear. The bump's coming through as well. Cheese has to make the save. Raiseful has the shooting. Justin back in time.
Yeah, he didn't need any boost either to get it, so he's not going to get too far out of his own corner, but Justin will be following it up. Central now, Cheese ends up going low, secures the dunk, and MIBR get beaten again.
It's really great patience from Cheese. You knew he had to line up the shot. Instead, he goes low. You can see the pre-flip behind Drops, and then dunks Raiseful with the save. Sometimes just that little roller in behind. Doesn't have to be the power, the precision, but really beautifully thought through from Cheese.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving your opponent the chance to really get a massive clear from your power, and that kickoff is pretty good. Ends up going very much in favor of MIBR. Raiseful up for 1, the second from the ceiling. So fakes out that reset, and the pinch on the goal line is going to be clearing it away for Gen.G, but we've got 75 seconds remaining. MIBR chasing.
That's a really quality save there from Justin. Had to kind of pinch it off the line. It's got awkward, a little bit high on it. Brad takes it up. He's going to go for a low 50. Cheese ready, but there's Ray's ball. Goes slow instead. I don't think that was the play. Strop's trying to keep pressure on. 1 minute. MIBR need 2.
Against one player, I don't hate going slow, but then as soon as another player ends up getting back, you can then just send the first, and Cheese did get that clear away. Brad will try and just continue the residency of the ball in the orange side of the pitch. Ray's ball on for 1, but Cheese with no boost is going to be clearing it away. Doesn't get it as far as he would like, however, and now we get in the final 35 with Gen.G. Still very much in the lead with their 2.
Drops now reset, Justin up. Magic bet, Brad, there's a nice shot. Cheese with the save. Defense has been fantastic. Ray's likes to score. It's a fake instead. Beautiful play. 25 on the clock. MIBR with a chance.
Stunning fake here. Brad gets that shot off, forces 2 to go. Ray's ball then says, see ya. Cheese, he takes the bait, gets caught in the mousetrap. And in the end, that's a goal from Brad, halving the lead.
That's the experience we're looking for from Ray's ball. Beautiful fake, the control, the patience with just 25 seconds left. Have lost the kickoff. It's in the hands of Justin. Insta-chow comes through. Cheese throws it forward. Now the ball. Trying to work some magic. Back right. Dunked by Cheese this time. You can see Gen.G just backing off. It looks like they're trying to play for the win. Will it come back to bite them? Not this time. Cheese throws it down. 7 seconds left. Brad trying to keep the ball forward. MIBR last chance. Looking like a Gen.G 1-0. Unless they really stuff this up from here, but the ball is in a fantastic position. Brad off the backboard. Drops, has to go, has found the touch. Gen.G should be able to find the ground. 1-0.
To go your way to get anywhere near the pitch this
Coming
time.
out of retirement, but here we go. Game 2. I was going to say day 2. Game 2 here. MIBR looks settled now, but Gen.G, really strong start. Looked warm, looked ready to go.
I want to see what MIBR can really put forward here. It's been a much longer time, as we were saying at the top of this series, since they've been to LAN. I mean, Ray's ball, he's made those top 4s previously, or a top 4 previously. The other 2 haven't necessarily had the same success as him. And Gen.G, I think they're still trying to find their footing on LAN. An incredible team when it comes to them domestically, but they've not necessarily made it work as much as we would like on the international stage.
See if they can do it right here. Or a better chance to put in your best LAN performance here in Lyon. It's a nice fake, Justin there in time, but still low boost. That's a really nice ground pitch, actually. Brad's got to be right there for the shot. But he misses the save.
He couldn't get the angle. And Brad, with the gentlest drop down, Ray's ball stays being a nuisance on 0. It's on target, but Magic Bear, I think he maybe could have caught and then gone for a 50 or something. Drops was coming in. He was a threat, but not at that moment. Magic Bear with a very slight error.
Yeah, he had 100 boost to work with, but just panicked to touch. First blood. Game 2, MIBR. As Razor's trying to drop it down 2 drops. Now Brad, first on the scene. Justin has been caught low boost a couple of times. Offense isn't as dangerous as when you are low in your own end. Ray's ball keeps that one in the corner. Cheese, more challenge from him, but has released. Justin looking for a close double, drops with the 50, has to land on it. Gen.G just looking a little bit slower, but you can see the demo start to come out.
A heat check slash pass slash very light shot from Magic Bear. He's just going to give that ball away. It gives them MIBR a chance to push upfield, which they do pretty expeditiously as they end up just keeping this push going. Up high central, Brad doesn't commit. Maybe he should have done. Magic Bear was quite awkward.
Cheese off the ceiling. It's a great 50. Ray's ball has to go.
Oh, he's there.
His low boost, but controls it well. Gen.G looking to attack. They haven't been able to build that sustained offense we saw in game 1. MIBR certainly just needed that first game to warm up, it seems. Brad, no boost. Ray's ball's going to scoop up that corner. You can see a lot of space in the midfield. There's the pass to Cheese. Look for the backboard double. Ray's ball floating across. Awkward plays from both sides. You can see the hesitation in attack and defense, respectively. Right now, MIBR still with the advantage. This is a great chance for Justin. He's got a reset, low 50, Cheese underneath. Just the positioning wasn't quite there.
I think Gen.G right now trying to go for the boost steals, but not particularly successful at it. Justin earlier had to retreat back to that midway line. Cheese now going for a solo. Can't quite squeeze out a bump on either player that was in his way. And MIBR, from earlier on, they just maintain this level of boost, and they don't give Gen.G that in.
Just a bit too much space right now for MIBR in defense. I want to see them sit a bit higher. Gen.G show the confidence, particularly when you are 1 goal down. Still a lot of time left, but they're just a bit spread out at the moment. not linking up as we'd like to see. There's a great play for Justin, though. You can see Magic Bear hunting for the bump. It's Justin versus the Bear. Oh, the ball makes the save, but Cheese has a free double if he lands. The save comes through, but it's not good enough.
Raiseball had the save there as well. Cheese gets credited, but very much an own goal here. Coming through from Brad, touches it back behind the ball. And Gen.G, they do get a lucky goal to level it up.
Couple of chances for saves that from both sides now. They've still found the back of the net. Raiseball off the kickoff. Throws it across. It's over one, but straight to the Bear. Delays the reset. Goes down instead. He's actually backed off the play. Justin just has a temporary one-on-one. Has to dodge the bump. He's done well. Has been caught third man a couple of times, but yet to falter. Bear's just keeping it out, and now Gen.G can stabilize. They don't have to chase that goal.
Raiseball wanting to do his best impression of himself in a China shot, but it works out pretty well. Goes above the bar. He then ends up going for the fake. The slow play draws Justin out of net. Magic Bear has to be the next man to it. That left wall is going to be the site for Drops to take control. Anybody central for him. He gives away ball. Ends up going for the man. Central for Justin. Taking on Brad. One little wave dash where Brad does manage to stay firm and keeps it away for now.
Yeah, really well played. It was a slow pop as well. Allowed Drops to come in. He tried to delay that second pop. Shot on. Magic Bear to go. The save. Brad has sniped a top bins 2-1.
Pixel perfect. That ball was nothing but binnies bound. Magic Bear, it was just slow and lofting. I think he could sense that he was about to get to it, but didn't quite have the speed as he lands awkwardly in the net.
And you can see Justin as well. I think he was just trying to force a pop. He thought that it was safe. He had Magic Bear behind with 100 boost. Just had to make a play, but the shot was too good. Magic Bear wasn't ready. He was too deep in net. All of a sudden, MIBR 1 minute away from tying this series up.
I mean, that's a great bounce as well. Has to have contact from Justin. Into the corner, but pretty low boost. Snuck back behind. A touch from Cheese. It's going to keep it floating again. On target. Have the heat check. Too wet for it. The perfect play. Raiseball a safe shot, but he gets MIBR clear by 2.
It was nearly too safe for Raiseball. He's just gone to toe poke, and Cheese nearly has picked that one out of the net. But 3-1 now. You can see Gen.G, when they are in defense, looking a little shaky.
I mean, that shakiness then comes down to them double committing. We've seen that happen 2 or 3 times now. It's then led to a goal once, I think, so far, but it just raises those questions. And these teams should have a bit more experience on land than I think we are currently seeing, especially from the Gen.G side.
Beautiful 50 from Drops and Raiseball, even though he had no boost, still sitting downfield. Here is Cheese. They've got to go right now, Gen.G. Get themselves back into this game. The reset across. Magic Bear's already up. Strikes, double save. Could be the last chance. They still need 2, but MIBR, their defense, it's been fantastic this game.
Final 20, up high, a miss from Magic Bear is going to slow their advance somewhat. Brad just sends it to the corner to make sure that Gen.G can't work their way out as quick as they would like. Magic Bear again, Cheese no pinch, instead goes to the right-hand wall. In 10 seconds, it's near enough over. Brad takes control. And the temple goes the way of the brand new org here at Worlds.
That was dominant. That was a dominant response from the Sam 3 seed. Look at the reset. He fakes one, just has Justin a beat. Pops the ball behind him, chases the demo, chases the bump, and makes it 4. MIBR, they've arrived.
And it's lovely to see as well, making sure that when a team does end up, getting a little bit of a lead, they just keep going. They are not going to shy away from doing their best.
Separated, like they're not linking up quite well, and that's okay in offense. You can make those mistakes, but defensively we saw it. Justin challenging for Magic Bear, who just wasn't ready. Shot on net, that's a goal. Just want to see the connection. Just tighten up a little bit for Gen.G on that defensive side.
I'd like to also bring up the fact that we, of course, have an alternate stream available. It is currently ROC Esports taking on FUT Esports. So it's Mina versus SSA, and it is currently 2-0 in favor of ROC going into game number 3.
Yeah, they're an excitement package. The 3 seed coming out from Mina out of the LCQ, and relatively unknown. Well, just from the rank that Abdullah and Ghazi can certainly play some the quality Rocket League, or quality Rock, actually. That's probably the one time I'm allowed to use it.
That should be your team.
That is my second team. That's my second team. And they're looking fantastic, 2-0 so far. So make sure you check that out, twitch.tv/RLEsports, and on YouTube as well.
It's going to be an interesting game, seeing who is going to be able to put themselves on that series point, move through to then face the winner of ROG versus FUT. So both these series are going to be very consequential for the other. First minute there was gone, and I feel like we've seen quite a few chances in that last game in particular where the ball just goes flying and no one really goes for it too frequently. It does float a lot, it seems like. Neither team necessarily all the time sending everything that they have got. MIBR feels like a lot more likely to do so, but we did just see both teams at certain points leave the ball for like 5 seconds and just go get boost and then reconvene to continue the punch-up.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from Brad. He's picked him apart. The shot's wide. Cheese has missed. Raiseball goes to double instead of the shot. Throws it on. That's not good. Not good enough for the space that Brad created. He pretty much gave his teammates an open net. They just couldn't find the back of it.
I love that one as Justin goes up, then jumps, then get lower to the floor by turning around. Isn't going to work on that chance. That one pinches just nearly over the top of Brad. And with a good boost steal from MIBR, we now see the resources that MIBR start to deplete. It becomes harder to defend from here. Drops is one with the highest boost, 90 on his side, but then one gets bumped away from it, drops on the backboard. He's going to catch. And I like that positioning. Send the man with most boost to stay back. Keep him in the defensive position, because then your other two teammates can just send themselves out there. Justin gets the bump, then gets bumped back into the ball. Lets down his teammate. MIBR with a lovely reset as Drops can clear it away, but Cheese next man to it. And MIBR, they are very much forced back into their own net.
MIBR look the more creative team, look like they have more avenues to score in offense, and until then I was about to say MIBR is the guy that needs to step up. That was the first time this series we've really seen him create a solo play, almost finding the dunk. Need to see more of that from him. Justin is up, finds the challenge, drops underneath. The 50 so far going the way of MIBR. See again, really harsh bounce to Justin with 23. That's it back across, but he's lost a lot of boost. That's a beautiful pass. Brad's there, MIBR as well. More 50s won by MIBR. Cheese losing it in the corner, he's 0 boost. Justin still low. Look at the control that the South Americans have over this game right now.
When this is after such an extended period of them having no control, really. Like, they've now in this last minute finally had some chances. I love that decision from Raiseball. Just go, see what we can do. Bear versus Bull in the corner. Brad above the net, Justin well positioned to take it away. But then alleviates control of the ball entirely and drops with 100. What can he do from here? Ball goes a little bit awry, so he can't continue the journey alongside it. Final 90, and neither team able to score.
It's 0-0, but I'm worried for Gen.G right now. MIBR look fantastic. They look all over them. They look the more composed team. And they're struggling with boost, struggling with demos like this. Here is the ball. Off the corner. Can he find the pop? Not over Cheese. Already going. Just needs to find that pass. There it is. It's a round one. MIBR with a one-on-one. Brad straight away. No hesitation. Finds the challenge.
I am really enjoying a lot of the touches we're seeing from Gen.G though. There's lots of times where I think it maybe is going to be a boom. That one's actually left for a little while. Again, the ball just goes floating for like 5-6 seconds. With no boost, it's now going to be MIBR to the ceiling. Drops the next one to it, right-hand side. Raiseball retains via that mid-boost, but Brad straight in there again.
Just low boost. It's finding the wrong player at the wrong time. MIBR just has to take low 50s, take another one as well. He's done really well with 0. Still giving up possession. Off the ceiling, Raiseball. No boost for him. Brad with space. Will have support. Drops is on the left. Tries to find the bump. There's the shot. There's the goal.
All coming from Brad. We thought it would be Bear versus Bull. Well, Bear and Bull meet Brad. The wrecking ball through the middle. Removes Justin. Says that trophy means nothing to me. Right below the crossbar in the end. MIBR, a stunning goal to take the lead.
That's the second time Brad has completely opened up Gen.G. This time, Drops good enough to finish to reward him for his efforts. It was the flip over one, the bump over Justin. Removing all members of Gen.G's defense. 20 seconds now. Cheese off the corner, just rips it to the Bear. Shot has to be in, he's missed. He's missed.
That has to be on target. Drops on the other side, forces Cheese to make a save. Final 10. Anything for Gen.G is going to be huge here. Justin to catch, into the center. Raiseball the next one to it. Final 3. MIBR has to go for something special. Finds the man that has done that before.
It's Brad again.
Brad, though, with full control to the ceiling. Justin again, no. Demo is the big thing. Brad made it happen. And MIBR, they are on their way to taking down Gen.G in this first series.
Just needed a mini timeout for that 1 minute there. Gen.G need to recompose. Just let this series get out of their grasp a touch after that game. And it started with the 4-1 win in Game 2 from MIBR. They rolled from that. It was 0-0 until late in the piece, Game 3, but it still looked like it was in MIBR's control the whole time. Stumpy needs to see a big response. We need to see something here from Gen.G.
I mean, we need to see magic, and I want to see him really take control of this series. as I said, Brad on MIBR side, but there's not really been the guy over for Gen.G so far. Series 1, not the end of the world, but bear in mind, this is the play-in. You get 2 lives here. You're not looking at groups, fellas. 2 lives and you are going to be out. And Gen.G, they come into this event on the losing streak. MIBR hits the crossbar, but sets up Justin. An early goal is good for confidence.
It was a worrying ding from the Bear. He just got too much on it, but there it is. The shot was good enough, the play was good enough that Justin could sweep in, play the cleanup crew, get the first goal on the board. Very important start for Gen.G.
Yeah. Can also confirm over on the alternate stream, Rock Esports have taken down Foot. So the winner of this series here, MIBR versus Gen.G, are going to be taking on Rock. And it's been the first time that we have seen this team, and I believe any of these players at an RLCS LAN before. So make sure you tune in later today for that one, because it's going to be so fun to witness what Mina is able to offer. Cheese, though, in this one, straight back to North America, with this Gen.G pressure really building.
Yeah, great to see Rock in the first win. Undefeated so far, must be nice. Here is Brad, low boost. Justin's going to throw it back post. Drops had to really reach for that save. That's right, now they're getting pressed. This misplay, big misplay, and MIBR, you asked him to step up. He's created the first 2.
We needed some magic, but this one really came from an error. Drops on the backboard. He ends up just driving off the wall. He tripped, ends up smacking his nose into the crossbar, sends him all awry. MIBR, full advantage. I love just carrying on with that play. No matter the 1% chance that Drops ends up missing that one and makes it, hard for himself, MIBR was there. Really good foresight. 2 goals for Gen.G.
Yeah, I need to see them play even more offense now. I think what we saw perhaps in game 1, once they did get the lead, Stumpy went a bit defensive, tried to hold on to the lead, and that really bled into the next game where they just were sitting back. They lost their rhythm, lost their offense. I want to see them keep pushing. Look to create maybe a 3 or 4 goal margin. Get that confidence, get the momentum into the game 5 if it does go there.
Oh, that dunk, nearly finding victory for Cheese. And you said about, scoring 1, not just sitting back and being defensive. That's what we saw for MIBR. Game 2, I believe it was, but they ended up winning like 4-1. You got to just go for it. Just keep making yourself that big threat, because that then does bleed over confidence-wise into the next game. And it will, scare your opponent knowing that you can score 4 against them. It's a lovely play from MIBR. Ends up delaying on the sidewall, pass from Cheese to Justin. Straight into the keeper, unfortunately.
Yeah, have their shooting just bottom middle at the moment, Gen.G. Justin pretty much with a penalty kick and couldn't quite get that one through. Here's Brad, can throw it across, has Razorboard low boost. That's a beautiful interception by Cheese. See Gen.G really stepped up their play when the pressure's at its highest. Has to win the pogo attempt from Justin. I like it. He's comfortable, he's confident. Just over 2 minutes left. Still keeping MIBR scoreless.
Justin's really got a lot of tells when he's confident. He reminds me a lot of Joyo in that way. You know when Joyo goes for musties and he makes it awkward? We're seeing MIBR make it extremely awkward for the defense now. Gen.G do survive. Yeah, Justin certainly seems a bit more flowy as we enter game number 4. Better late than never.
Absolutely. Better to finish strong than start strong, I guess. When it's going to Champfield, when it's going to game 5 potentially, just under 2 minutes, MIBR need to find their rhythm again. Gen.G really rattled them, just coming out with more aggression. MIBR stepping up. This man on the ball has been fantastic. Minute 40 now. It's a ball with a little bit of space. Off the drops. Haven't seen Brad. He's active, as we saw in the previous. Here he is on the ball now. Gen.G, this is where I want to see them keep pressing. Love the positioning from MIBR. Downfield, instant reset. One more, not on target, but I like the aggression.
Not on target, but does burn a few seconds off, and Gen.G are really enjoying this 2-0 lead. It means they can play with a little bit more freedom. They're going to be able to just keep this ball away from MIBR. A few bumps in that back line, looking like, game 2 and 3 Gen.G here. But the game management for the Americans doing a lot better. Pass central, no one's there. Not a biggie, because Cheese ends up being the guy the next time round. Now it's a 2v2. Drops, has to flick it high. Does get it around 1, but the defense from the Bear keeps it pretty stable for Gen.G.
Yeah, team defense getting worrying now for MIBR. We're looking like we're heading to Champfield. Oh, making everyone great to say, Brad. Double commit Gen.G, careful. He opens up the counter-attack down the other end. Brad up straight away, but Cheese, rock solid. Stepping up, Champfield looming.
I love how brave it was to go for that fake play. And again, you slow down the play, you burn the seconds. 30 seconds now remaining. Carries ball to Drops, the left-hand wall. He's only got 40, to know how far he can go. Loses control of the ball somewhat, and the defense can deal with it handily. Even with a team bump, doesn't matter too much. Justin on target. It's open. I don't begrudge MIBR for chucking everything, but Justin sends the important thing and chucks the ball into the back of their net.
In a World Championship that looks to promise so much, Stumpy, where else will we go in our first series here in 2025 at Worlds in Lyon? Then Game 5 champ field, and we are 15 seconds away.
That's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't want to see MIBR or Gen.G win this handily. You wanted to see a Game 5. One in chat if you thought this was going to Game 5, or you're just happy that it is. Gen.G have fought back in the fourth. Great performance from them. But it's only one more game now, CJ, to see who's going to be going through into that upper round. Then one more series and they make it through. One outing it'd be as well for MIBR, their first series on LAN as an org. Their first series as an org in Rocket League, regardless is at the World Championship. If they can get the dub, I hope it's going to be, you know, a nice big meal out tonight all round. But Game 5, we see who goes through in our first series of Worlds.
And we know they're made in Brazil, but let's see what else they're made of. And the pressure's at its highest here. Gen.G have the experience, have the runs on the board. But jeez, here he is, the save!
I mean, shoots straight into the ball, who rocked into the crossbar, clears it away, drops, hasn't got his reset, uses it to get closer to the ball. And the ball manages to get closer to the ball as well. 40 seconds in. Justin goes down below, and then a bump. It's actually very awkward. Razor ends up diving, but MIBR shied away from that play.
Keeping it awkward too. I like that touch. Brings MIBR into the game. Brings Justin in, looking for bumps. Lands one. Bump around two. Drop. Brad has to go. Huge 50 in the end. MIBR under the pump early.
Justin can't quite get the touch into the corner. So Drops has to try and pick up a little bit of that slack. MIBR is going to stay around. Low boost for him. Wants to alleviate the ball to Cheese, who's got a lot more boost, can do a lot more with it. A lovely bump. Ends up going on target. And there is a little slice of magic.
And the team that looks like they're playing to win at the moment, not just playing to hang on. And look at Cheese, the enforcer up front. Finds two bumps and get the opening through MIBR.
And that's what we weren't seeing early on for Gen.G. I spoke about their cohesion that MIBR really seemed to have in bucket loads that Gen.G were lacking. It's definitely turned around a lot more. Solo plays less so now. MIBR wants to start off with one here. And the ball couldn't get the bump on Cheese. Brad left at the back. He's got a lot of boost though, so he can make sure that he clears his ball away. Does find Drops. Justin's going to challenge him high up. And a demo from the bull gets rid of MIBR. But with no one really following up, it becomes a lot harder. Brad, I think, wanted to go for a sidewall skim there, make it a little bit freaky. No chance. Drops gets rid of one. Cheese is gone. Another bump. The enforcement.
Drops has just chased the demo, Stumpy. He has completely flipped the script, almost opening it up, but I love seeing that.
It's great.
First series here at Worlds, and he's going all out. He's playing to win.
Lovely touch here from Razor as well. Gets it nicely into the orange half. Another block, another bump, another chance, but Gen.G stay firm.
There's a misplay though. Drops actually just left the ball. He's looking for more bumps. He knew he had Razor. He's found another demo who's going off right now. It's MIBR. It's a huge double. Drops back in time.
Oh, I felt like that could have just rocked it in. 1 pixel different. And you see that suddenly in a montage somewhere. Drops with one. Finds Justin instead. A reset to Brad. The double! Who else but J-Dog?
The world champ's back. Sidewall. Around one. Reset. Off the wall. Finds himself, finds the double, and grabs the second goal for Gen.G.
Spectacular fashion! The second for Gen.G. As we're halfway through the game, a kickoff goal, no!
The ball demo's the bear, but it's not to be for MIBR. Off the kickoff, still 2-0 Gen.G.
I don't know how G's got back in time for that. The perfect rotation from the kickoff. MIBR, they're gonna wanna have another go at it. Razor flicks above the bar. Cheese can carry on with one skim, just clears it away, and Cheese is looking magnificent.
He's barely put a foot wrong all series. He has been the stable point for Gen.G throughout all 5 games. Here's Brad. Beautiful takeoff. Has Drops on the right. He's looking for the bump instead. Doesn't find it. Cheese still avoids, but it's advantage MIBR on the attack. See Justin having to track back, having to dodge demos, find space eventually. Just keeping it low. This is really solid play, but they might have overcommitted a touch. Cheese back again.
Cheese been so solid, looking extra mature on the pitch today. With 100 seconds left to tick down, MIBR need to find 2.
Raise ball, looking for a low 50. Cheese backing off. Grabs the mid boost, turns around straight away. putting the pressure on Drops, has to catch backboard, but it's down the wrong end. MIBR struggling to build any sort of pressure, struggling to get through this three-headed wall. Is this the chance? No, Magic Bear dodges the bump. Great catch, and they're just slowing the ball down. They're taking the heat out of this one with just over a minute left.
It's the reset from Justin. Just leans back, then he can get the block if needs be, and the 50 does go in his favor. Drops. Reset round one, but he said about that three-man defense, everybody committed. Brad now, he pushes into, and that shot just goes scarily wide. 1 minute remaining, still 2 for MIBR to bring back.
They threw the kitchen sink, but they couldn't land the strike. 2 goals required, 50 seconds. There's the fake Magic Bear, what a save. The defense is finally awake for Gen.G. Raise balls in, MIBR still pushing, but Gen.G keep their boost intact and keep their 2-goal lead intact.
It's a lovely play from Magic Bear, can carry it entirely down the pitch. Justin with the shot himself in now, just off the crossbar.
Low boost still MIBR, it's down the wrong end, 30 seconds, what a performance. Gen.G, we were worried early, but it's been fantastic with the world champ creating solo plays. Cheese looking for the double, Cheese calls game.
The third for Gen.G, and barring a miracle, that'll be them through to the uppers. And it really has been a tale of 2 teams here. MIBR in the 5th couldn't get as much going as they would like. It took some individual magic alongside Justin and Cheese. And that kickoff strat not quite going in their favor either. MIBR, they're gonna have to play in the lowers because Gen.G, my goodness, they came here to Lyon to play. And they want to make sure they get through to that main event to show the world what they're capable of.
It was Justin and the Bear with the highlight reel plays, but that man in the middle, Cheese, he's my MVP of the series. So solid in offense and defense.
It doesn't matter what I got to say. It matters what Justin here has got to say. Gen.G first match win, and looking like you're feeling good by the end of it too, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, series started off kind of slow,
Fair.
I want to say. We were confident going into the series, but we just have some problems on stage sometimes.
Yeah.
So it takes us a little bit of time to get into it. But I think games 4 and 5, we really stepped it up as a unit together, and we did very well and stuff. Voice crack.
Yeah, hey, it happens to me too, man. I'm a professional. So, yeah, I want to talk back, I guess, looking back to Raleigh, to this. Obviously, I think you guys fell it a little bit shorter than you would have wanted to in Raleigh.
Yep.
What was, I guess, that conversation afterwards leading up to this event here?
I mean, Raleigh, we were obviously a new team. We didn't have any of the LAN experience as we do now with Raleigh and EWC.
Right.
We tried to approach it differently, both events, and we've been learning every time. So
That's
EWC, we took a completely different approach. This event, we practiced just absolutely everything you can practice for this event.
Right, that's a lot to practice.
It's a lot to practice. It's been like 14 hours a day. I'm not even joking.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, no, we've been practicing all the time. I don't know, just been super confident with the squadron, super confident myself for the first time ever.
That's good.
great.
First time, that's good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What's been like a major thing? Because you said you've been working on everything, but for yourself, maybe or the team, what's a major thing?
I think it's just how we approach just coming onto stage. Like, you see like other teams walk around as a unit together, and you're like, holy, like they're
there's an aura.
There's an
right?
aura. It's like that presence they give off. So I think we've been practicing that as a unit.
That's good. The practicing walking is
practicing walking. No, I'm telling you, it's a thing.
It's showing up.
I just think like just composure. I think composure is a big thing on the stage, and we've been working on that a lot.
Obviously, you said it started a little bit slow here, but you got by the end of it. Do you think that's going to be easy now to carry through to the next games? You got one more in the play-ins here, or do you think, okay, maybe that's the thing the team still has to work on, that it will be slow starts in general?
I think it's something we still need to work on a little bit. I think those game ones are always going to be a big question mark, especially on the stage. But I think it's up to us to kind of figure out how to bounce back after game 1.
Yeah.
And I think if we keep doing it on stage, every series will just progressively get better at it. Voice crack number 2.
Yeah, well, let's hit 3.
Let's hit 3.
No, before I let you go, then I want to ask, and I mean, again, is there something very quickly you guys recognize when it does start slow that you can say to each other, hey, this is a slow start, here's the adjustment, or is every match going to be a figure it out as it goes per team?
I think every match is going to be a figure it out per team.
Yeah.
Again, I think the biggest thing for us is just going to be the composure. I think it's been a while since I've been on LAN, especially Worlds.
And
then MB and Cheese as well. Like, it's their first Worlds, right?
I believe so. For Cheese, I think he's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cheese. So
second.
Is it second?
Yeah.
I don't keep up.
Sorry, there's so many players now.
So many people. Second Worlds, I mean, they're basically the rookies. It's weird to say I'm the veteran a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to lead them through it a little bit. Try to take that leadership role. But yeah.
Hey, it's been looking good, and I got to say again, Justin, I'm so happy to have you back, homie. And you're looking good. Keep it up. Another play-ins here. More Rocket League is coming your way. The play-ins into the groups, into the worlds throughout the weekend. Thanks for joining us.